Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put total leather and will get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got a man, it's Nicholson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Off play action. Dances away to buy time. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back open in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense home.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Fires deep toward the end zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. Got a lot of running room. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Gators grabbed the Dogs and put them in a death bowl the last time they met, blowing out Georgia.
Yeah, it was like Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel back playing quarterback for the Gators again. They were throwing it through the air. They were getting it done on the ground as well. Offensively, the Gators last year couldn't be stopped. And Georgia knows in this one this time. They've got to be able to get some stops and get some takeaways.
So just out of curiosity, because I don't know the history, you name those guys, the other quarterbacks that could win. What was your record against Georgia?
We're 3-1. I think I had a QB sneak team.
Accidentally tripped and fell in the end zone. But the other guys he named had big games against the Dogs.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on third down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive in the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
He's going to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, it's two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Going to the running game. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He's got his man. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. The fair catch called for and made. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Line line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Lagway. Going for it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to be.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pulls it in. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding him.
trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On third down, he drops to throw. Batted into the air, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't help.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He wants to throw. Dances away from the heat. Now he's looking into the middle. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Sending the offense back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the left side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On the move at the 30. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The sure hands, it's Daniels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quick release by the QB. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 17 to Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's got it on the right. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick pass and catch good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
And the Dogs are rolling down the field. The aerial assault continues. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down in the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Off the play fake. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
I hate that animation. That's such a shitty throw. But shitty. Obviously you're not going to fucking throw it 10 feet in the air. It's just stupid.
This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Tuggle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Using his feet. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Gators are on the move. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quick handoff. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Gators! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They keep attacking through the air. And that pass is intercepted.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They go to the ground. Nowhere to run on now, and he loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Going over the top. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Snap in the shotgun. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here.